Okay, my battery may die, so I'm hoping I can film this quickly. If not, you won't see this one, and it'll be a different one. Anyway, hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Tash McZombie, and welcome. I am going to film my Forbidden Planet Edinburgh small press day haul. So I know this was like a month ago now, but I was at the small press day. I managed to get a table that Forbidden Planet had organised. Now, I don't have fully fledged published comic books myself. I had went along with some scripts and some little zines I had made the night before, and it actually went really well. People were interested in my scripts. I met some wonderful, amazing fellow comic book creators, made great connections with people, met some wonderful artists, and all in all, it was such a wonderful experience, and I really pushed myself out there as a writer. And of course, I bought lots of stuff from local artists, so I just kind of wanted to show what I bought. And so yeah, it's lots of local artists from, mostly I think from Edinburgh actually. So I just kind of wanted to quickly go through, show what I got. Also announced that I'm going to bring back my book review series. I know I only did it like twice and I kind of neglected it because of uni, but I've decided I want to focus on indie comic book writers, so local writers, indie comic books, and do reviews. That means it gets it out there, because I myself am an indie comic book writer. I don't have anything out there yet, but you know, I really appreciate how, like, I understand how much hard work goes into putting your work out there, especially in comic books, so I really want to give more exposure to local independent artists. So I have a full some of the video being like, this lip gloss isn't that sticky. I have a folder full of goodies, so hopefully I can remember all the artists' names. That sounds really horrible, but and all of the ones that I know I follow on Twitter or have access to their Twitter accounts, I will link them below. So starting off with this wonderful artist called Elle Walker. She had a stall next to me and she was so lovely, and her artwork is amazing. I do have another one of her stickers, but it's on my laptop, which is downstairs, but I will insert a photo of it. So first off, we've got this cute little sticker of an oxytotl, and I just think it's adorable. I think her artwork is so beautiful. So she kind of does mythical creatures, kind of with her thing, other stuff, but she also has these little zines. So here is a little zine to go with the sticker. And there's a little fact on the back that says, did you know real life oxalotl, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, can regrow their limbs. So by L.J. Walker, and she had lots of different ones on different animals. So she's kind of, you know, like stapled them together. They're just photocopied onto card, and we have like her beautiful artwork and everything in here. And I thought these were so cute. She does have like more like bigger comics. I just haven't bought one that day, but I did pick up one of her little zines and it was just so cute. And then I did buy 2 prints by her. So this one is for Ivy. Ivy loved this one and she wanted this one for herself. And here is a beautiful mermaid creature. Like, she does lots of mermaids and I love them because they're different. They're not your typical like Ariel's skinny, perfect, sparkly mermaids. No, they're different. Like, she has fangs and she has such cool body shapes and like such a cool like tail and hair, and I love her use of colours, and I just think this is absolutely beautiful. And then I got this one for myself because it reminded me of me, because I'm a big girl, and Tusk is like by Kevin Smith, the horror movie. I watched it like a month or so ago and fell in love with it. It's now one of my like top horror movies, so I had to get the walrus mermaid, and I think she is beautiful. You know, she reminds me of myself, and I just fell in love because it's like body positive but beautiful art, and it's just amazing. So she does have an Etsy store, I believe. I know she has a store, but I will link her below. She is absolutely lovely. Go follow her on Twitter and her store. Her artwork is absolutely beautiful, and if you ever meet her in person, she is very, very nice, and she did have lots of advice, and she's such an amazing artist and a very lovely, kind person. I mean, everyone there was, but like, I love her work so much. Ivy totally fell in love with her work. So this is gonna be really, really bad. I forgot the guy's name, and I was even at like a comic book meetup with him, but his Tumblr, it has his Tumblr here. His Tumblr is fangs.tumblr.com, so FAANGZ, and this is a print from one of his comics, which I don't think he's released yet, because he did show us at this meeting his latest book that he's working on, and I'm pretty sure it is this one. And I did read it, and it is fantastic. He is an award-winning comic book writer. He has won 2 really big awards recently. Sorry, one of my cats has just appeared at my feet. And Ivy picked this because she absolutely... I mean, I love his art as well. I mean, she really, really fell in love with this. And I have read the book. I won't say what happened in it because I don't think it's been released yet. And the book is absolutely beautiful. It is fantastic. And this piece of work is beautiful. So he draws and writes his own work. If I can remember his name, I will link it below. I feel awful, sorry. He's probably not watching this, but if he is, or if you know him, I am so sorry. I am just so terrible with names. As I said, I will link his Tumblr page below, and I think I have him on Twitter. If I do, I'll link that as well. But his work is fantastic, and it is award-winning for a reason. Also, she also writes and draws her own work as well, which is what put me in this like weird position at the small press day, because I'm not an artist, I'm a writer. I mean, I did art in college for 3 years, and sorry, my cat just disappeared. I'm terrible. I mean, I can paint, like the paintings behind me, well, not that one, but the paintings back there, I did them. I have a graphics tablet. I did some really terrible comics on it of my cats and paint, and they look so bad. But anyway, it totally did inspire me to get into art again, along with my writing. So this print is lovely. I need to get frames for them. I know this wall here is so boring, but I need to buy frames because I have all my signed autograph pictures from HorrorCon. I have these prints. They're all going to go up on this wall behind me, along with like, I'm going to put shelves up as well, and we have my Barbies and all that up there. It will happen eventually, and I will have a much cooler filming space. Anyway, so next I have a comic here by Aimee Lockwood. So this is called Still Life Taxidermy Drawing Class. So on the back here it says, Still Life is an art class like no other. Sign up now to journey through life, death and watercolours. So it's by Aimee Lockwood, and we have her email, her website, www.aimeelockwood.co.uk. So she is also in Edinburgh. I was talking to my friend who knows her and said that she actually works, I think there's like a little art shop down Candlemaker Road, and I think she works in there. Don't hold me to that one, but again, she writes and illustrates her own comics, and these are beautiful. Like, her work just blows me away. So what I quite like about hers is I like her use of like unusual colours and like faces, which is something I do personally. And I like that she doesn't have speech balloons. The speech is just kind of floating around, which I quite like. It's quite different. So I haven't, so here we go. Here's just an example of just how beautiful her work is. Now I haven't read this yet because I'm going to do a review on it soon on my channel, but I just think it's absolutely fantastically beautiful, and I really can't wait to read this. She had quite a few different comics actually. This was just the one that really caught my eye, because taxidermy, I love taxidermy, and I used to do still life drawings and paintings when I was at college, so it kind of appealed to me on a personal level, but I just think it looked absolutely beautiful and spooky. And yeah. Okay, so next I have another comic here. Also, if you live in Edinburgh, sorry, I should say, Forbidden Planet in Edinburgh do have like a stand which is all of local indie comic books, and these are all for sale in Forbidden Planet, so if you're in Edinburgh. So next I have The Formidable Free Volume 2. part 1. And it's signed. And where's the guy's name? It doesn't have it. Scott Burns, sorry. So this is his comic here. It's a kind of superhero. So on the back here it says, join the Formidable Three once again in a brand new adventure. Follow the Formidable Three as they try to stop Grangemouth's latest threat, the Anarchrist. Be sure to visit the page below to keep us up with the latest news and updates. So you can follow them on Facebook at www.facebook.com/theformidable3. So this is a comic book obviously set in Edinburgh, following superheroes. So this is the inside here. So you have like a big thank you page telling you about who they are. And then this is the artwork inside. So the artwork inside is very different to the artwork on the cover. But I think this is really fun. I love comic books like this in this very cartoon, fun, kind of poppy style. Personally, that's something I really like. So again, I haven't had the chance to read it, but I will do a review just in case you want to start buying them before I even upload the videos talking about them. So this is a kind of art inside, and honestly it looks really, really funny, and I like there's a lot of panels. This one's obviously quite different to the other one because it does have speech bubbles, and in the back here we have just more information about the guys. So yeah, you can go and like them on Facebook. And then you can also go follow him on Instagram and Twitter, which I will link below. But if you want to follow him on Twitter, it's Scott_Burns_. And on Instagram, it's Harry_Mary05. And I just love the little Lego characters of his stuff. I think that's really cool. So again, I'm really looking forward to reading this. The guy was really, really nice and he signed it, and I'm really excited to read this one. They also have amazing quality. I need to find out where to get stuff printed because this quality is so good. And then I got this stuff here by John Eden. So this is a little collection of mini comics he's done. So up. So these are in black and white, and again I met him and his wife and they were both really, really lovely and really supportive. Actually, they gave me a lot of advice and stuff, and they took some of my scripts. So yeah, there are 3 here in this little series. You see big eyes are a theme, so I'm pretty sure these are in order. So what I really like about these is there's just that more kind of feeling, you can see the artwork happening. Like you can still see like the graph paper and stuff. So these are in black and white. And I really like these because these just show like, you know, you don't need to do things in crazy big colours for it to be good. And it can be, you know, kind of crazy. And I love this. What I love about this is seeing all these different art styles coming to life on the page. You know, this one here is about a cat and I love it. You know, and that's what I love, is this kind of, I hate to say homemade, that sounds insulting, but I love seeing different art styles and how they work with stories and how it all comes to life, and it's amazing. And really, really excited to give these all a read. And that's what I love about all these different books I've picked up. They're all very different. Like this is all very like, it's black and white, it's very illustrative. You know, this one here is very like, it's in colour, it's cartoon, it's fun, it's poppy. You know, this one here is very like fine art, you know, beautiful watercolor paintings. And it's the same with Elle, like her stuff, it's very, you know, like it's just very beautiful, like illustration, artwork. And you know, we have this one here, which is a lot more like it's been digitalized, but it has been done by hand and digitalized, and it's all, everything's very different. It's all for different tastes, and to me, I love that. I love, to me, like, okay, I'm a writer, you know, and that is hard, that's difficult, but I love the way that someone's art style just brings that extra bit of life to comic books. And I wish I was better at art, that I could draw my own stuff, but you know, I just love that. And then the last thing, I think I got, I think, I may be wrong, yes, was again by John, was this little one that he drew called Spore. And again, this is just printed on an A4 piece of paper and printed out. You know, it's that way. I think there's this like illusion of like you must be super rich to make your own work and put it out there. You don't. And that kind of encourages me to be like, I can go out, get a photocopier, get my stuff out there. It doesn't need to be hardback, beautiful bound book. Yeah. But anyway, and this is about a mushroom taking over, causing all sorts of horrible things to happen. And I also have stories about killer mushrooms, so we kind of had a good laugh and we switched stories. So I love that I'm not the only one out there who writes about killer mushrooms. But yeah, that's everything I got at the small press day, minus one sticker that's on my laptop. But I just want to say, like, even if you're not a writer or artist yourself, but if you are passionate about comic books, try and go along to small press days. Go and meet indie writers and artists and support them, because we need support. We need to know that people are interested, because it's hard doing it on your own when you don't have like a big publisher and book launches and famous support, you know, and money to do all that stuff. It's difficult, you know. And okay, I'm not at this level yet that these artists are at, and hopefully I will be soon, in the next year to 2 years, or sooner, hopefully, if I get my butt in gear. But you know, I just want to say, like, even if you aren't an artist or a writer yourself, but you have a passion for comic books, do go along to small press days. Go along, like, not just to things like, I mean, obviously Comic-Cons and conventions and stuff are great because they'll be there as well, but small press days are just a bit more, you'll meet local artists. And but even if you want to get into writing, you want to get into drawing, these are good ways to make contacts. Follow people on Twitter. Tweet people the love you have for their work, because every writer, regardless if they're Stephen King high standard to me, you know, who's a nobody, but writers and artists, they want to know that their work is loved. And even if you hate it, you hate it. Just don't be a dick about it. But you know, it's always great to get feedback, and it's so good to support your local artists and independent artists. I think it's so important, and that's the kind of direction I think I will be going in my work. It's even more important for me. So anyway, I just want to say, like, to Forbidden Planet, thank you so much for having me there, considering I only had like typed up scripts. I didn't have anything fancy and artworky. Like, this is literally what I presented, just scripts. If you're wondering what comic book scripts are laid out like, this is like what a script would look, then you would give this to your artist. But I could do a whole other video on writing comics if that's something anyone would be interested in. If it is something you'd be interested in, comment below, because I could talk about writing comics forever. And you know, but I want to say a huge thank you to Forbidden Planet Edinburgh for allowing me to come along, have a table, to everyone who took one of my scripts, who gave me like feedback, whether it was positive or constructive. It all helps. And thank you to all these wonderful artists who were all kind enough to talk to me, to swap work with me, give me advice, and just be kind and said hello. You know, most of them I follow and chat to on Twitter. Not all of them, because no, I think all of them, maybe. But I just want to say a huge thank you, and hopefully we'll see you again at another event. And as I said, all of these books here, I will be doing a review on them over the next few months. I do one a month. I don't know which one I'll start with, but just in case you did want to buy them in advance, these are all the ones I will be reviewing, and they are all available at Forbidden Planet in Edinburgh. If not, I will link the artist shops, Twitters, Instagrams, Facebook handles, everything below in the description box. So go check them out, follow them on Twitter and Instagram, like their pages on Facebook, go buy their stuff. And anyway, yes, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, it really helps me out. And if you are new here and you'd like to be, hit the subscribe button down below. I upload makeup videos, vlogs, I do videos with my daughter, we do like gluten-free stuff, I do ramblings, I do As I said, I have one book review up because I kind of forgot about it and neglected it. But yeah, I just do like a mixture of stuff. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But anyway, I just want to thank everyone who's already subscribed to my channel, liked any of my videos, commented on any of my videos. I've reached 100 subscribers, which is amazing. I know that's still invisible in YouTube terms, but to me that means sorry, so much. And I just want to say thank you to you all. Anyway, I will see you in my next video, and until then, take care and have a great time.